So this week's top seller that caught my eye was a game called Blade Kitten. Apparently it's taken 4 years for these guys at Krome to release episode 2 of their game series. Telltale has nothing on these guys. Now I want to take a minute here and describe my initial reaction to the game. I was very worried when I saw this one. I went into this completely biased, entirely expecting this game to try and lazily sell itself on the premise of a hentai-ready anime character roster than a fun game. Positive reviews spamming cat girls, cat girls, cat girls didn't help things either. Fortunately, there is little pandering to horny nerds in this game outside of a couple outfits you can buy and equip. Anyone who knows me and has been regularly watching my reviews knows I give a free pass to platformers when it comes to plot. I understand plot there is solely to give us a reason to platform and can be simply explained by a giant turtle kidnap the princess, so go get her. This only applies though when the plot isn't constantly shoving itself in my face. You can't go 5 minutes without having to see some cutscene telling us mostly inconsequential information. It doesn't help either that for about the first 3/4 of the game I'm just sort of screwing around. Now Strider, which I'll be comparing this game to, had a lot of running around filler in it as well, but my goal was established at the beginning: overthrow the dictator. You may have to run around killing some boss for some item, but your end goal is always to get to the final bad guy we've known about since the beginning, and everything we're doing is to accomplish that goal. So here's what happens in Blade Kitten. I get to some planet and some blonde British girl steals my car keys or something. So I gotta go get my car keys for like, I don't know, 5 levels. Once I get my car keys back, apparently they got soft locked and everything in the game just sort of forgets about it, since some green guy asks you to go help the guys who've been trying to kill me this entire game. And once I'm done with that, some other assholes show up. This was about the point of the game where I thought to myself, there has got to be more media with the Blade Kitten name than just this game. And sure enough, it has its own comic series. Things started to make sense now. All these questions I've been having are probably explained in great detail in the comic line. But as far as I'm concerned, I have no idea who this main character is. Is she a bounty hunter? A mercenary? I'm gonna assume a mercenary because she does things for money. But hookers do things for money too. Is Kit a hooker? Nope, apparently she's a breaker. Well, what the hell is a breaker? And who are these Magassi Sisterhood clowns? What do they have to do with anything going on? Why does Kit not like them? Why does Kit not like the blonde girl? So many questions and no answers. Like I said, about 3/4 of the way through, we finally get an actual goal and mission for this game. Apparently these evil nuns have released the flood on planet Namek, and we have to evacuate whoever we can. We're not actually looking to stop something or maybe go after a criminal mastermind. We just want to get out alive because these things I hack through with no challenge whatsoever are an unstoppable force in the universe, apparently. I guess no one else in the series can hit the X button. I don't know. Anyway, getting to the gameplay, the quickest description I can give is it's an inferior Strider. Fortunately, so long as an inferior Strider still has some degree of competence behind it, it's still good. Controls are a little floaty, but you can maintain your pace slicing through waves of minions. You have an enjoyable amount of mobility at your disposal, being able to scale any wall or ceiling and having a quick slide to traverse long stretches fast. Customization is a major plus in my opinion, but I'd like more customization than just what clothes Kit can wear. You get 6 different swords and 10 different costumes to choose from. That seems a little wrong to me. Call me crazy, but I would prefer it if a few of those costumes were more weapons. And I don't mean almost identical swords that are only differentiated by attack speed. Give me like a gun or some crazy ninja star probes or something. Something to add variety to the game, because once you figure out how to mash X and then double jump down X, you've pretty much mastered the game. There's 1 or 2 other little tricks you can do, but they aren't worth mentioning. Alright, I want to take a quick moment to give a spoiler alert because this ending needs to be brought up. So the final boss is some schmuck who was a dick to you but is ultimately an unmemorable individual. Anyway, he becomes like a super flood and you have to do this irritating and repetitive sequence where you freeze him, then jump on a very specific point and hit X. Rinse and repeat until you get saved by a guy named Head. To make it more anticlimactic, the game was hyping up this Flood Queen thing that finally appeared and is all, nah man, see those Flood are like retarded or something? But I'm a good Flood. Y'all get out of here, alright? Then the characters laugh and sing and are completely unfazed by the significant loss of life and stresses they just went to. I guess because we saved one little animal thing, even though the rest of its species just got blown straight to hell. All in all though, the game isn't too bad. Just like Ori last week was a smaller scale Metroid Fusion, this game is pretty much a smaller scale Strider. Decent enough, but you'll forget about it once you put it down. It doesn't overstay its welcome and it's pretty cheap. Go ahead and try it out.